Section 8.1, which is titled Inverse Variation, and the target for this is to recognize and use inverse variation. So I'm going to be doing the videos a little bit differently, making them a bit shorter and not including examples, and really only giving examples in class. So we're just going to talk a little bit today about direct variation and inverse variation and the difference between the two. So direct variation is if you have a function y equals kx, as long as k is not 0. K can be any number, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But basically for direct variation, the thing that I want you to get at is as 1 increases or as y increases, x also increases. So it's an increasing function on both, where if you have a graph and if you're going increasing in one direction, you're also increasing on the other. Or you could say the opposite, where as you're decreasing going to the right on the x direction, you're also decreasing on the y direction. So it's not going one way to the other where it's opposite. They're both going the exact same direction. Inverse is the exact opposite, where you have k divided by x instead of times, and both your k and x cannot be equal to 0. So for example, if you have an inverse variation and you're increasing on your x direction, that means you need to be decreasing on your y direction. So as you are moving farther to the right in the positive x direction, as x increases, y decreases. As you're going farther to the right, you're moving down. And as you're going farther to the left, as y is decreasing, you are increasing. So this is the perfect example of an inverse variation function. This is y equals 1 over x. This is a parent function, and we'll get a bit more into that later. But the biggest thing is that direct variation is k times x multiply, and inverse is k divided by x. And those are a few examples. But in class, I'll be going over more specific examples with plotting points, looking at specific graphs, and how to determine if a certain function is direct variation or inverse variation. Okay, thank you.